Luke, the obvious question, of course, is after 20 minutes of play, what were you guys thinking?
Yeah, it was a tough first period, obviously. Not the start we want to get off to, but a lot of resilience and grit from our group to come back in the second and worked with that in the third.
Where do you dig down for that one, and what is the conversation about what you need to do in the final 40 minutes?
Yeah, I think first off, the leadership's great in our room, so relying on them, leaning on them for advice, and sticking to the basics, to our process and systems, because we know that's what works, and it worked for the last 40 there.
Logan Shaw gets that goal at the very end of the game. What's the obviously the reaction on the bench is positive, but what's the feeling after that?
Oh, it was awesome. Obviously, the momentum it gives. Last-minute goal is always huge, and one to tie it up was massive. So going into OT, I thought we had some really good looks in OT, and then finish it off in shootout.
What made you decide what to do in the shootout?
Just a little bit from what I saw from the shooters before, and then I got a signature move, so just looking to do that and then make a shot based off of what I think the goalie's going to do.
What did you think about watching Pekka in net in the shootout?
Yeah, he was great. Obviously, kicked all I don't know if it was 8 or it was quite a few shots. So to keep us in it that long, and it was awesome, and he played really well all game after the first. So I know he's going to look to build off that as well.
Jacob, what was that feeling after the first 20 minutes of play, and how you needed to right the ship?
Yeah, we knew we weren't playing well, so it was just come in to the locker room, reset. A couple guys, said something. Pez, said something. We got to get going, being a good leader, and give us a spark there, and we got some back in the second.
You start things off. What do you see on the goal, on your goal?
Good forecheck by Hames and Niles, and then puck squirted out and just had to bury it.
You guys get into that third period. You have a strong second period. We get into that third period, and they don't give you much. What eventually turns the tide there and allows you to pick up that goal?
I think just staying with it. We had a good kill. Got a little scrappy, but we just stayed with it and just keep getting pucks to the net and banging one in.
What did you think about Pekka in the net?
Sorry?
What did you think about Pekka in the shootout?
Oh, he was unbelievable. He stood on his head. So thankful for him. We wouldn't have won without him.
What's something specific you'd pick out from that first period that you can't let happen again on Friday?
Just got to be detailed. We need a better start. Stay on the defensive end of the puck, box out more. It's stuff will clean up.
John, after 20 minutes of play, players can come in and kind of take it in their own hands a little bit. What are you thinking as a coaching staff after 20 minutes?
Well, again, not the start we wanted. I just give the guys a lot of credit. I'm not going to think too much into it because I thought the effort was there. It's just the execution wasn't, and they got the breaks early, scored the power play goal. We didn't get anything on our power play, but again, all the credit to the players coming out, and right away you could see the first shift. I mean, we were ready to play. We turned some pucks over, and Shaw's line got us going, and then we obviously scored right after that. But just a great gutsy win by our guys. It's usually you're not a good hole to come out of in 3-0 especially against a good team like this in their own building. But again, wins like this can continue to propel our team to continue to climb in the standings and understand what we need to do to become a successful team.
Great concern over not getting a power play goal, especially when you get a 5-on-3 for an extended period and the double minor.
Yeah, I mean, again, their momentum shifts that something we have to improve on. I thought we got some good kills there after they scored that one power play goal. But at the end of the day, again, those guys, the power play guys, put a lot of pressure on themselves. Again, we don't want that to carry over to their 5-on-5 play, though. But obviously, the 6-on-5 was like a power play, and they executed when we most needed it at the end to get the game tied. So they can build off that moving forward.